So right here we already disassembled everything from the head on top. Well, not everything, but like pretty much we took the cams, everything, the VTEC solenoid, and then we just pretty much got the head. We just have to unbolt the long screws, and that's it. I just drained the oil right now too. I didn't do that. It's very, very not healthy. Not a healthy looking at oil for you right there. It's pretty much took out everything already. I'm gonna leave that until I'm gonna take this off first. Like I said, I'm gonna wipe those parts really good. And meanwhile, I'm just leave this right here for now. But it's just an update. I'll get back to this. Finish taking everything apart.
Si el pistón cómo está.
So we successfully took off the cylinder head off. Boom. 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 And I feel proud actually. I think it is easy to take stuff apart. The hardest part is putting everything back together, right? But shoot, I feel like I got pretty far with this as far as taking everything apart. But I've learned that we might actually have to do some extra work on the head. I wasn't expecting on this, but you could tell that something needs to be fixed there. I think it's the seals or something like that. Over here, everything on the pistons. There was a lot of buildup there, so definitely need to clean those up really good. But I'm assuming it's the piston rings, and that's why there's like a lot of oil burned up and stuff. I'm not a professional, so if I'm not making sense to you guys that actually do know what to do, don't clown on me or anything. But yeah, man, we just trying our best over here. But we just got this up and apart, so we're gonna see how far we get. I'm gonna try to see if I can still take everything apart. Try to take everything out, like the oil pump, the water pump, and the oil pan, and see if I could disassemble see how far I can get pretty much. Because I already have everything, all the parts. I already have all the parts for them, but I made a mistake, and I bought the piston rings, I bought the bushings, and I think you're supposed to buy that once you have everything apart, because you're supposed to know the sizes for like the standard measure or 85 overall. I don't know. I think I remember seeing something like that, but I bought everything beforehand. So once you take everything apart, I guess you could tell it should tell you like a number or whatever, and then you go based on that. I did the opposite. I bought everything assuming that it's on standard, because the previous owner might have worked on it, and he could have, worked on it differently, and I don't know anything of it. So I have to wait, take everything apart, and go by what I have here in front of me. But as far as I know, I think I got the oil pump right, the water pump. I still need to get a gasket. I'm gonna get that pretty much rebuilt or whatever. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna see what I could do with it. I don't know, but most likely it will get rebuilt. And yeah, man, we'll see. Hopefully, I got the right sizes for the piston rings and the bushings. The bearings. I don't know why I kept saying bushings, but yeah, the bearings. I probably I got them on standard size. Standard size. So we'll see. Doesn't hurt. I could sell them or return them. Hopefully, they'll take them back. But we'll figure it out. But we're getting pretty far with the build so far. So as we can see right here, I'm gonna have to get this cleaned up real good, and then I have a couple of buddies of mine helping me out, and what they're gonna do is they're gonna help me out, and we're gonna change the, because of that, you see how it has is a lot of burnt and carbon built up. It's because a lot of oil's leaking and everything, so that means the seals. So I'm hoping it's just the seals, right? So we're gonna do that. We're gonna lap the valves, and then we're gonna change the seals out. They're gonna help me out because I've never done that. Like I said at the beginning of the videos, like this is my first build. I've never done it before, but I'm actually having a lot of fun with it, and I'm learning a lot. So it's no problem. I actually want to get as much as help from people that have done it before, because it is a whole engine, and it does cost money. So of course we're trying to do everything right and learn the proper way. So it's always cool. It's always good to learn from somebody that actually knows how to do stuff. So anyways, when I found out, when I was taking out the caps over here, I realized that the bearings, one of them was really bad. So, and it kind of scratched up. You see the difference? You see all of them are smooth. Then you come to this bad boy right here, and that one is all scratched up. And that one was with this piston right here. So I don't know how that's spinning bearing spun or something. I'm not sure how this is called. I'm not sure for the terms, but anyways, that's what's happened. So all of this happened when I was during Thanksgiving break. So it was everything was closed, and of course you have to get this machine. So I'm not trying to get this machine because everything is closed, and I already had everything. The standards, I have the bearings and they're standard. I have the piston rings, which are standard too. But then come to find out, this needs needs to be machined, and then that means that I have to get new bearings. I'm like, I did not want to do all of that. So there was another option for towards that, to get a new crankshaft, and hopefully it was that find a stock crankshaft and stock pistons maybe. But then I found something else, and I found this right here. I found a whole nother block that was for sale. Well, the ad said it's the same thing, B16. Well, the ad said that the guy that was a B16, and that apparently the previous owner, he had machined the block, and that he assembled everything freshly, and yada yada. The gaskets were new, but I mean obviously you can see the gasket is new, but so that's what he was telling me that. But I mean anybody could say that just to make a sale, right? So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go check it out. $300. I'm like, cool, $300. He's like, yeah, I'll sell it for $3. Why not? So I'm like, man, well, hopefully I'm buying it just so I can get the crank and put it on that one, and hoping that this was stock too, because I have, like I said, I have everything that's stock. But I didn't want to go through the hassle of changing it, Anyways, so I bought this, and it was like, well, maybe it is true that it's assembled. So let me take everything apart. Either way, I'm gonna take it apart. When I get home, I told the guy, like, so he was explaining to me that the guy had it was a mechanic that was trying to work on his. That was a mechanic that built this car. He was trying to make some money, and he sold it, I guess, or whatever. So I bought the engine block. Just the bare block. And you can see even the oil pump looks kind of new. But I'm not keeping that one. I'm not trusting it. But I did change. I did notice that we took everything apart, and we took some of these. We took the connecting rod, or whatever thing. Like I said, I forgot the name. I'm not too sure now. I feel like looking up because I don't. Anyways, point is, we took them off to make sure they were brand new, and yeah, totally, they actually are. He wasn't lying. The guy did actually put new bearings all around. So I'm assuming the piston rings are too. So once we turn the cranks, I'm gonna see if the piston rings are fine, but they should be, because he already did the bearings, all of them. So we made sure we took one of these, then we took one of these. So we made sure that was good. So I was like, well, then I don't even have to do nothing with that block. I just have to make sure clean this up really nice, and just bolt this one up and put everything brand new, and just put that cylinder head over here on this one, and just keep this one for later build or something. But that's the update so far. So that's why I haven't been doing much work because of this right here. So I was deciding what to do and what not to do. So I'm like, turn out I guess this is the best deal instead of having this to get a machine, then buying new bearings and the new bearings and get this machine. Who knows how much that would have been? Probably maybe around the same price. Who knows? But it was a hassle to get all that work. So I took a risk and I bought this. Turned out it was true. So now I just gotta put everything together, clean it up real nice, and we can start building. So I'm hoping that I'm ready, man. I'm anxious actually. So right here we have the oil pump. I bought this kit. It came with the oil pump, and the water pump, and the belt tensioner for the timing belt. So as you can see, this is the belt right there. This is the oil pump. This is the water pump, and this is the tensioner right there. And we're gonna install that right there after I cleaned it already up. So I try to give my best clean right there. Try to clean up a little bit on top of the head, take off all the black stuff from from all this right here, so it could, so we could put the gasket in. It could be all perfect. So now that we got that clean, I'm trying to install all this. Like I said, I bought this block with everything new. Apparently, we had everything but not the pump. This wasn't new, but the oil pump was new and all the bearings are new. So I did check for that, and they were new. But I'm gonna still install my stuff that I bought from my old block. This is my old block right here. I was gonna rebuild this one, but then I found out that right there, and I don't feel like waiting to get to the machine shop and all that stuff. So rather just I bought this whole another one that was already kind of done with some of that already done for me, and I just installed my new parts from that build to that part. So that's what we're gonna do right now. We're gonna install all these three parts from